Hey guys, how's it going? This here is my 1928 Underwood portable 3-bank, and this is a really unique typewriter. It's in really fantastic shape. You can see all these decals, the front right here, great condition. The one back here on the paper, support, whatever, very good. If I can get it to focus here, which I can't seem to do, but you can see it says made in the USA underneath Underwood. Anyways, and it's just super clean. You can see all the keys. All the keys are white. Nothing's stained on them. You know, a lot of them will have water stains, or there'll be like some brown keys where they had to replace the paper because someone spilled something on it. Not the case with this one. This is really intact, great shape. Rubbing you can see the color selector over here. The red, blue, and white. That's black and red, and then the white is a stencil if you're using carbon paper. But also has these little caps on top of the ribbons. You'll notice that a lot of them online don't have these, or they might only have one. But this thing is really clean, and it's got some paper supports that flip up right here, which is pretty nifty for something from 1928. It's fully functional. There's a little issue with the figure lock, so if you're going to use figures, you need to just hold it all the way down, because if you lock it, it drops just enough, and I'll show you on the paper. The ribbon direction change, fully functional. You know, move it to one side, it'll feed over here. The other side, feed over here. The platen's a little hard, but I did put some new feed rollers in. You have to take this out, and then there's these two little rubber feed rollers that roll against this, and so those are new, and it can feed paper just fine, but it's a little hard, so if you're going to do a lot of writing, you might want to replace this. Over here you've got this thing right here. That's the line space. Right now it's on single spacing. If you move it down here, that's double spacing. I'm going to keep it on single. And back here, you can see all the patents, all the decals over here. Guys, I apologize for this light. I don't know what the deal is. Really sorry about that. Whatever, I'm just going to try to show you guys. Come on, man. Give me a break. Anyways, one of the unique things about this is the bell is over here, towards the beginning of the line. Usually they're over here, but you can see this little thing is what hits it, and you'll see it bob up and down, and it's that lever that reaches all the way across to ding the bell. Kind of cool. So yeah, but when you're moving this line, this is the one that's going to adjust the opposite margin. So they're opposite. The right's for the left, and the left is for the right. Kind of cool, in my opinion. This is a really unique machine, and it's actually a really fast typer. And I'll show you. I'm going to give you guys a type sample here in just a minute, and then I'll pull the piece of paper out and I'll show you guys. You can see all the keys are aligned, and I'll point out the issue with the figure key. Everything else is pretty on point. So you can see paper rolls right in. And I'll give you a mixture of the black and the red so you can see that everything is working on this right. Now I'm going to give you caps in all red. And then, so the other thing is, if you're going to be mixing capitals and lowercase on the same line, you want to hold this because they are a little out of position if you do caps lock right next to some lowercase, but as long as you hold it down manually, for instance, I'll just do this. I'll show you guys after. You can see that's all aligned, but I'm going to go back to black now, and I'm going to give you all the figures. Now, there's only 3 rows of keys here, so every single key has 3 functions: uppercase, lowercase, and then a figure key, which might be a letter, a number on the very top, or down here it's symbols like fractions. You've got colon, semicolon, things like that. So I'm going to give you all of them right now. And then I'm going to show you what I was talking about, how when you do a figure lock, it only gets about half the key. So that's why when you're using figures, you do want to hold this down manually, and you'll see that everything comes out really clean. But let me roll this out and I'll show you. So right here, so that's it, and you can see black and red both print really clearly. And that third line is where I was mixing the uppercase and the lowercase, and you can see everything's pretty aligned. But down here on the very last line, right here, you can see the beginning, that was on figure lock, and it's kind of only hitting the bottom. So when you hold it down manually, and it'll go down a little more, that's why you can see it hits everything clearly. And the same thing with the second line. I'm just holding that down by my finger because for some reason the figure lock, when you lock it down, it raises back up just a hair of an inch, but it's enough to not quite get it all the way. But otherwise, you can see this machine is very usable. The type is clear. I did clean all the slugs, got all the ink out of there, so that took some time. But yeah, this thing leaves a good clean imprint, and this ribbon isn't even new. Like I said, you will need to get a new one, but this is it. I think it's really cool. I think it has a cool font. This is just a standard 10 point, which is 10 characters per inch. And yeah, this is it, guys. It does come with the case, which is really clean as well. So if you have any questions, do feel free to hit me up, and I'll try to get you a picture. This is the case. It just goes right over it, and it locks down, and that's it. Leather strap is still really intact, and yeah, that's it. This thing, to unlock it, you just push it to the side, and then it lifts right off. So yeah, that's the 1928 Underwood portable 3-bank. And again, really sorry about this lighting, but hey, I'm working with what I got. Have a good one, guys.